Whether or not you're not doing that assignment because you're not motivated and prefer to watch Netflix, or you just do want to do it but don't really know what to do, this video is for you. I was assigned a one-pager assignment literally just yesterday, and it is due today. And I've been staring at it since then because I can't figure out what to do. Well, everyone else in my class was already writing away, turning things in. I was still on step one of reading this instruction list. And if you're wondering, Gabby, why did he ask anyone? Sometimes smart people scare me, and if I ask them, they're gonna be like, just read the instructions. Well, honey, the instructions are more useless than anything I've ever read before. It says, get a white, unlined piece of paper. White, unlined pieces of paper scare me sometimes because I don't really know what to put on them, and they scare me. So that's what you need to know about that. Then it says, get some materials like colored pencils, pens, and start writing. And I'm like, okay, what do I write? I went to Lovely Canvas because that's what my substitute said to do. Canvas just said to do the one-pager and to get a partner, which I did not do because there's no one to partner up with. With those amazing resources in hand, I continued to stare at this assignment for a good amount of time. And since I didn't go to school today, I was looking around 11 a.m. all the way till 7 p.m. And it's not 7 p.m. just yet, but it's going to turn that. And I really want to finish the assignment at least before 7:30 because I'm not trying to stay up until 12 a.m. I'm not doing all that. I already basically completed the first part of this assignment, which I want to say was the hardest part, but I mean, I don't know yet, which was taking the notes. Basically, I had to watch this video on Hawaii and how it was overtaken and all that. It was 5 minutes long, and I just took notes like the main idea, 2 quotations, 5 vocabulary words, 3 visual images, which I did not draw. I just like said what I wanted to draw, and then 2 questions that I have to find the answers to, and because I don't know the answers to them, I'll find them on Google. With that being said, I hope y'all know that I still don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna figure this out with y'all, and whether this can give someone the motivation that they need to complete their assignment or just give them a little giggle, I'm here for it. So let's get to it. So starting off with my white page and then my one-pager outline so I can get all my ideas onto the paper, and then my orange pen so that I can write the thing you guys are going to see just now that came from, surprisingly, the quote-unquote useless one-pager, and I'm going to be writing a symbolic border with that orange pen. And I don't really know like what words to write, so I kind of just wrote like the Queen of Hawaii's name, or at least the used to be queen, and some important dates. Like, I was just throwing random stuff in there, guys. Soon after I was done with the border, I was indecisive about these 2 green markers because I wanted to start making my title, and both of them looked good to me, but I decided to test them on paper to really make sure that I knew what I was getting myself into. This was a swatch of the first one, and I thought it was too light. That was the second one, and then I found this really nice green one, like a vibrant one, and I thought I really liked it. And then I started testing out yellows, and I started to kind of like yellow for like Hawaii because I thought like yellow symbolizes Hawaii better, and I found this yellow and I was like, yup, that's the winner, 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 chicken dinner. And I started writing the title. Like, I was very careful with my title because I didn't want to mess this up since this is in permanent marker, but I didn't realize that the camera didn't catch the entire Hawaii, but I just wrote Hawaiian sovereignty on my paper, and even though it could have came out a little bit better, I was still happy with it. After I got done with my title, I was like, there still needs to be more. So I grabbed my vibrant green marker and started writing geography under it. It was a great choice because it just made it look more full, you know? But I was like, that's not enough. So I grabbed my black pen and decided to start outlining the words because 1, I thought they couldn't really be seen. And 2, I was like, why not just copy the same design that I have on my one-pager outline onto my actual paper? And it was a great choice because it gave it that sleek, clean look, like a Gabby touch. But it was like a finishing touch without it actually being finished, so I thought it was a great idea. I then pulled out this really pretty like blue marker and started writing main idea under the title, but then I realized you guys couldn't really see it, only the idea part. And then I grabbed the blue pen because, you know, like blue, you know, it matches, and I started writing the main idea. And after I was done with it, I was like, I know this is gonna come together. Like, I may have procrastinated a long time to do this and everything, may have not understood, but one thing is for sure, this want to come out cute, y'all. Like, I'm not messing around with my pen, my markers. Like, once I pull out my pens and markers, that's when you know I'm gonna get down to business. And that's exactly what I did. After I was done making the main idea, I decided to go through the 3 visual images and draw the navy blue symbol. So I searched one up on Google and I was like, I like this one. And I chose this navy blue marker because it goes with the symbol. And as I was trying to outline it, my computer kept saying, nah, try again. I don't really feel like it. Why are you doing this? I don't want to work no more.
Sorry.
So then I just kind of gave up, and this was sped up, so I definitely took more time than I should have on this. But I just threw in the towel too and decided to do it by hand. Didn't come out the best, but you know what? It's something, okay? It's something. And now moving on to my second drawing, which was 2 swords to symbolize war. I was looking at some of these pictures and I was like, which one would be the most simplest to draw? Like, I was indecisive between those two. Like, should the swords be pointing up? Should be pointing down? I ended up pointing them up because I was like, it shows that they're in use. And also, I forgot that my camera wasn't showing any of my drawing process, so we're just gonna skip this part and show you how it looks like at the end. And we're gonna be ignoring that ugly transition, but the swords came out pretty nice. Like, I've never drawn swords before, so I thought I did pretty well for my first time. And then my third drawing was gonna be Hawaii's island, and my inspo was those mountains because I was thinking about doing the ocean, but I decided to go with this forest green marker, and I was like, this is perfect for drawing those mountains because I don't think anybody else will be drawing mountains. Like, everyone's thinking about ocean and landscape, but not like, I'm trying to be different this time. And also, the mountains were the simplest drawing ever. Like, I literally did them in 3 seconds, and I thought that they were probably the best drawing out of all of them. So yeah, and that was my third one. So I completed my entire list for my 3 visual images. And while getting on to my next task, I was testing out my pen just to make sure it wouldn't die on me, as you can see. And then I think I was writing my quotes with this pen, I believe. It's kind of hard to see, guys. Like, I low-key wish the camera would have zoomed in a little bit more. But then again, I don't want you guys to see exactly word for word what I'm writing with my handwriting and everything. But I'm sure you can get the idea of the quotes. And I also forgot to mention that I was writing the quotes now. I then grabbed my magenta marker and started making the border around the quote to make it look like it was a thought bubble, like the person that was saying this really thought about it, and just to make it for the aesthetic, you know. And on the other side, I just wrote my second quote and did the exact same steps that I did for the first one. I'm starting to think that my camera is a hater because it won't show me and my accomplishments, but I drew some black lines around the sword, including in the middle, to make it look a little bit more realistic. And I honestly feel like I kind of nailed the sword look. So if any of you guys need me to draw swords on a paper, on a laptop, on a computer, same thing, let me know and I'll draw it for y'all. Like, no need to do it yourself, and I could be doing it for you. And for the low cost of $30 billion, because that's what my swords are worth. I believe from here on out, I stopped showing my one-page outline because I think I either forgot or gave up. But here I'm writing vocabulary words. They're only 5 and I don't even need to find the definition for them, which is amazing because it's a win-win. I literally only need to write words and that's it. But I will definitely keep you guys updated on any new activity that I'll be doing on this paper, since it seems like I gave up on showing you guys that page too. Then over here, I'm just writing down my 2 questions and my 2 answers for my prompt. And this was honestly the second to easiest thing I had done because I already had the questions. I literally just had to pull out Google real quick, type it in for like 3 seconds, and then boom, answers, write them down in the green pen that you guys are going to see in a second. And I was good to go. This also reminded me of like a Q&A because it was giving Q&A with the 2 questions and the answers. So if I'm going to make a Q&A soon, let me know if y'all would want that. I may make a community post like under the community tab, and if that happens, make sure to ask me some questions because I love answering questions sometimes. Like, I find them entertaining. So if that ever comes to play, I might download Instagram, or y'all can ask me on TikTok and I'll be happy to answer them. I had also decided here that using something called Bard, which is like this AI on my computer, was way easier and way smarter than using Google. Instead of getting 1,000 results, I would just get like a couple and it would be straight to the point. So I'm definitely going to be using Bard again. Here I go again with the testing out my pens. Like, I really do not be wanting to ruin my paper, but I was deciding like what to put here because I wanted to fill in this gap. And then I was like, oh, why don't I put my opinion on here about this entire thing? So instead of using that pen, I grabbed a baby blue marker and I was like, yes, this is perfect. Plus I still need this for my assignment, but I was supposed to put it like on a Word document or like in the text box. I ain't doing all that, so I may as well just use up the space that I have and put it here. And then I also just went ahead and outlined the vocab words because gotta make sure everything's the same aesthetic. And then I did the same for my opinion. And well, I wrote down my opinion about the whole Hawaiian sovereignty thing, how I felt about it, and in conclusion, I just said how it was kind of upsetting how white people take native people's lands because like that's not your land. In case you guys can't tell, I was struggling a lot with this pen low-key. Like, it was giving me a hard time. No ink wanted to pump out when it came to the one color that I thought would look pretty with the light blue. it was like, I don't really feel like it, put me back. So I ended up just going back to my trusty and dandy black pen, and it definitely wasn't the most aesthetic or the most pleasing, but you know what? The words got down on the paper, and that's that. As I was finishing up by drawing my border that you guys see, I felt like I still wasn't done, like something was missing, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And then I just decided to grab my black pen and put ticks on the little sides that I marked, and that was the final touch, and I was finally done. Well guys, it is already the next day, and last night I could not bring myself to film this outro because after I was done filming, it was straight to bed, honey. No thoughts, no questions asked. But this is how the paper turned out. I think it's super cute, honestly, especially like the writing and everything. But when it comes to the pictures, they're all right. I think my favorite is probably like this mountain because it looks simple. I'm kind of proud of the swords because I've never drawn those before, and for my first time, I think I did all right. I don't really know what happened with this anchor though. It was supposed to be like a navy symbol, but it didn't really turn out like that. But everything else, it's really nice, really cute, especially this border. It took a while to think about what I was gonna write. It was supposed to be like symbolic. This was my first time making one of these like study with me, do assignment with me type of videos. And if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so you can notify anytime I post, and like this video if you want to see more content like this, and obviously if you like this video. Hope you guys have a great day or night, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.